Hi, everybody. It's Life and Vibe, otherwise known as Ray. And today I'm going to try to be quick. I did want to highlight, though, that it seems that myself and Ms. Vicky, in a sort of weird way, have now been potentially subjected to the narcissistic, cowardly rage of a supposed Christian YouTuber by the name of Sarasota Tim. And what's going on is that Mr. Sarasota Tim has a very difficult time understanding what fair use is and what copyright is. And I'm putting up my fair use statements now. And I'm also going to put out my disclaimers about the fact that this video is commentary and these are my opinions. And even though I am a registered nurse, trained to be a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner, I do not treat or diagnose Mr. Baker, though he is displaying, in my opinion, very distinct behaviors of a narcissist and one who is very angry at myself and obviously anybody in the YouTube community that dares to call him out on his behaviors. Now, Mr. Baker is not an individual without problems or problematic behaviors, I should say, on the platform. And so I have a feeling that last night, Mr. Baker got a little bit angry at me. But before I get started, let me make sure I ask everybody to subscribe and do that for the channel. It does help me. It does help me grow. If you do also watch this video all the way to the end and like, comment, subscribe, all those good things, that will help push me up the algorithm and help to warn people about this individual who is not an expert, who does not have any expertise in the areas of retirement, other than being a retired individual. That does not make you an expert. He is also somebody who likes to talk about Social Security, of which he has had no formal education into the topic, has never worked at a Social Security office, has never been anybody who has ever educated people around Social Security. He is just somebody who received a letter about Social Security in the mail and decided to make a video on it. I also have a belief that Mr. Baker is also a health scammer. I do believe that his recent visits to the cardiologist are actually scams in order to grift money from his audience and be able for them to maybe want to chip in and send him buy me a coffees in order to help him pay for his copay, because Mr. Baker has been complaining he's not getting enough money off of his Amazon leaks, but he's also said he got rich from the other YouTube videos. I just find it very interesting that somebody who took almost $80,000 in EIDL and PPP loans is begging for more money from people when he's already gotten a fair amount. So Mr. Baker has been striking and asking for copyright removal of commentary that I make around him. Many of you may be aware, some of you may not be. And it might be the first time you've ever come to my channel. So welcome. I appreciate the view. And so Mr. Baker, and there's a lot of these types of creators on YouTube who, when their behaviors are actually something that you can see is scamming, problematic, is grifting, is conning, is not providing really, the correct disclaimers around the advice that they're giving, that these people really should be and violating multiple terms of service for the platform, which Mr. Baker has been doing quite a lot recently. And he seems to feel that he is invincible, and that's very the word I'm looking for is very common, with people who have narcissistic tendencies. I do not edit these videos. These are pretty raw. But yeah, so Mr. Baker recently received from my attorney's firm a counter notification, and it explained quite clearly to him what fair use is. And he also has been highlighted in this correspondence for his cyberbullying, his harassment activities, of which it seems he got really deep into it last night. So I'm actually going to share this other screen very quickly. Let me share this tab instead. So I do believe, it's my belief that last night, let me make me smaller, make this bigger. Mr. Baker decided to create a sock account, because you can see the date it was joined is just today, the 5th of April 2025. And Tim did say that he was out late last night. And the interesting part about this particular account is that this got just created. Obviously, it is making a reference to another content creator in a really egregious and horrific way, and very anti women. This is obviously highly misogynistic. It's misogynistic not only towards me, but obviously, let me make me a different size over here. This way might be better. But also towards Miss Vicky, who's been generally very kind towards this person. And it obviously is derogatory towards her. It's highly aggressive, and it's not even something I even want to read out. And I hate even having to share it, because I find it so egregious. But I'm sharing it because I want to highlight that this is potentially, and my deep belief is Mr. Baker. The reason being is that I had seen on a couple of my videos, and I did grab screenshots and was able to forward all of this to my attorneys who are working on additional actions towards Mr. Baker. And with this now having happened, we'll be receiving more legal actions towards him. And it highlighted my name and my home address, and it also, which are things that I've only ever given to Mr. Baker. And so, Mr. Baker, I'm not going to allow people to try to say it's somebody else. It's not Tim. It has to be a subscriber. It's got to be Chris Google Maps. No, I have a firm belief this is Mr. Baker on his own, and potentially intoxicated, because he does mention he went out last night, and probably with Miss Tammy, probably had a couple of drinks, because we know Tim has a history of alcoholism. And I am sure that he is angry towards me, because obviously I have started legal types of letters to Mr. Baker explaining to him what fair use is. And obviously Miss Vicky makes commentary about this person. And so now he's trying to dox her out too. So this person decided to look up details about my home address and post them not only on my channel, but on Miss Vicky's channel too. And I'm not going to, reveal everything and show Miss Vicky, but obviously she got in touch with me. She was really apologetic, like, oh my gosh, I need to not block out these words, like almost like making it like she was to blame for this individual, this person who purports to be a Christian and just good person and so forth, who is obviously getting very concerned, and he should be, that he's about to lose his platform. And I would be concerned, because this action is cyberbullying and harassment. And the fact that it had so many details that are my details that have only been shared with you, sir, make me know that it's probably you. And we'll find out who obviously is the email address behind this account. I'm sure that Mr. Baker knows how to set up some sock accounts. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to give them the grace that, and if it's somebody that helped them, well, that is just somebody else that will be also along with them, along with Chris Google Maps, who also has found themselves embroiled in this now. Because as much as people say I should just let these things go, these types of bullies on the internet are the reason why I do what I do, because I understand that Mr. Baker is a con artist and a grifter, in my opinion. And because I do call him out on that, and he doesn't want the grift to end, he is obviously becoming angry. If I genuinely felt, in my experience in working in psychiatry, that Mr. Baker was a genuinely good human being, I obviously would not be making commentary around this person. The reason why I make commentary around this person is because I could tell for the last couple of weeks, he has completely lied about visits to a cardiologist. None of the things that would happen in that type of manner or sequence, or even follow the guidelines that we follow as in the field of cardiology. And he has bad-mouthed medical professionals, and he has lied about medical protocols and procedures, and he has lied about how people will talk about their screenings in front of him. I mean, just the amount of horse manure that this man has said around the medical profession has me highly concerned. And I've always said that people have a right to ask people questions, but Mr. Baker has a pathological, compulsive habit of trying to say the most egregious things about people in the medical field. And so he is misinformation, he is harmful, and he is dangerous. And for these reasons, I am very interested in removing his channel. And I know this was him because he was doxing out my home address and also asking a pediatric nurse, somebody who works with children. He wanted to know where I worked at so he could show up because they wanted to show up at my work. Now, that's either to cause me harm, or they believe that if they reported me to my employer, somehow that would look bad onto me. But I'm sorry, sir. The only person who's going to find themselves in deeper issues is you, Mr. Baker. So I was going to take a quick look at what this recent video where he went to McDonald's. Let's make this real fast. We're going to go to 1.5 because he just says his usual, egregious types of things. And the dry begging is huge. And he confesses that he went out last night. So my belief is he got intoxicated because he's only put out 2 videos today. This is not his norm. Oh, hold on. Sorry, not sharing this tab. Hold on, let me get to the right tab. Sorry, I thought it was already on that page. I forgot. All right, Tim, take it away.
$26 or whatever it was. But I did get nailed for $53 out in Utah. But I didn't care. I knew it was going to be expensive. The guy was getting everything. He could buy and sell me, this guy. Him and his...
Tim, you do care. And how I know you care is because you cannot stop talking about it. You have mentioned it so many times. It is just asinine.
Wife, they had their grandchildren, and they were ordering their heart's desire. And it was $53. And I got that one. But after that, that broke me. Let's see how good I can explain myself. Let's see what kind of favor I get. All right.
Oh, he just, I guess it's this, please sir, may I have some more? Because you're constantly just begging it out, Tim.
Hi, good morning. Yeah, I just left here and got all the way home, and you gave me the wrong order.
You have the receipt that you paid for?
Let me come around to the window. I can't talk to those speakers because
it's just constant complaints. Just the narcissism in this individual is just rife.
Can't hear, and I do better face to face. Let's see how it works out. Hi.
Yeah.
I thought maybe you'd remember me if I came around.
No.
Oh, well, I was here about 10 minutes ago. I ordered a coffee and a Coke and a biscuit.
Oh, at one point at the earlier part of this video, he mentioned that he should get a free coffee because he's a famous YouTuber. He really does live in a delusional state that he's so not famous, only in his mind.
I got everything right with the biscuit. They gave me a hash brown with strawberry jam. I went all the way home. How about they give me another coffee?
So they give you a hash brown instead of the biscuit?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just pull up to the next window.
Well, of course, he had to get a zing and a coffee and a biscuit because he's went out with Miss Tammy last night. Miss Tammy's obviously back in town. It's just he is just a compulsive liar. Oh, this sweet young. I mean, everybody knows you don't live in the RV, Tim. Everybody knows that, except your 5 delusional subscribers who have to be first in the comment section. I don't think they really care about your video. I think they're more interested about their own stuff.
I let them know.
Will you give me a coffee?
A coffee? Yeah.
Thank you. Large.
See, he just cannot help himself. He just cannot help himself.
No. I simply asked. I said, I wish I could have this dry begging. Well, I mean, you know what that is.
I mean, that's just full on begging there. That's just this one. Please, sir, may I have some more? Just more of everything. More of everything. Look at him. He cannot be happier. Thinking he's, look at that. Face of glee there.
Woo. See? They're buying it for me. How you doing, young ladies?
Good, and you?
And it's got the butter and the strawberry jelly. And she was going.
I mean, it should have been you responsibility to have checked earlier anyway. But I guess the hangover makes it mean that you kind of are just like zipping around. You got to get those the zings over to Tammy It's got to have the sparkles and the diamonds or whatever wretched thing she needs in her drink.
Me too, for my trouble. I went all the way home. Give me a large hot coffee.
And you just told on yourself there, Tim. So you said home. And obviously, if you're taking, I don't think Tammy hanging out in the Bradenton RV park with the double homicide. She's over at the apartments. That's where she's at. And so home, you just said home. So we know you don't live in that RV park. This is a narcissistic liar on top of it. There is.
Things happen, you know. I still love you guys.
See, that's another thing, the narcissism, you know, don't worry. Just all of this is such just classic, in my opinion, of which I have expertise in education.
All right, that was very nice of you. Thank you. See you next time. I got a coffee. See? But you got to check it out. It's on Facebook. Yeah, it's one of those reels or
No, nobody's interested.
something.
Okay.
Now, I love their cream, but I did take this one home earlier and put my heavy whipping cream to it. It was good.
See, this is how I know this man has no cardiac issues. No, if you needed to all these cardiac tests and this, that, and the other, and you were so concerned about your heart and so forth, you would not be drinking all this caffeinated coffee and heavy whipping cream. You need to stop the misinformation. You can take your coronaries out all by yourself, but your medical misinformation is stopping as of now.
Good, man. So we got cowboy coffee here that's scalding hot. I cannot open it. You'll have to trust me. It's the best cup of coffee I've drank in my life. It's at Matt Caffey. Paper cup.
Yeah, you say that just to get comments because you know it's irritating. But no, nobody's going to fall for it. I just, I had to interject, I guess. I'm falling for your irritating talking. It's just, you know, one mispronounced word after the next just to, you know, make himself seem likable and relatable or something. It's, you know, probably some Tony Robbins nonsense.
Large, baby. This is gold. Anyway, another beautiful day here in Sarasota, Bradenton, Florida. Been a cooker, man. Air conditioner ran all night long. But that Coleman Mach, 13,500 BTU, came through. I think I tried something last night. I blocked all the...
Well, you just... Well, it's just lies, people. He didn't run the air conditioning in the RV. He was at Miss Tammy's because he just said home. And home is wherever Miss Tammy has the biscuit.
In the living room, I closed them. So it all would blow out into the bedroom. For whatever reason, the camper in the rear, there's a difference in the thermal. You can tell it's warmer back there.
Yeah.
Now, if you have two air conditioners on...
Can you at least keep your hands on the wheel? All right. What else are you talking about? You're boring, man. Okay.
Having two air conditioners, you'll say cooler, and that's great.
Okay, whatever.
About the Flagstaff that makes her really shine. I was appreciating. Oh, I can't give it up. No, not yet. I'll tell you. I'll repeat it. There's a mod that's going to be done to the Crasher, likely Monday, because it's the weekend about the mail. Something's coming. A nice mod. I think that everybody's going to like it, and everybody should get it.
Okay. Can we skip you along to the...
So here we are. Hey, good evening, chat. Last night, Sarasota Tim was on the town. I was listening to live music over at Marina Jack's, getting my groove on. They had live music. I wanted to hear some live music. The band begins at 6:00 on Fridays, probably the same time tonight. Multi-million-dollar yachts, all lined up in there.
You will never be on one of those. You would never be invited unless you were scrubbing the deck, Tim. You are not anywhere near that caliber of just... I mean, you're trying to get there. You're pretty good at scamming and grifting. But you're a little late in life for that one, sweetheart. You just should have stopped. I mean, you tried with those coupon books, but you're a little bit work shy. The YouTube you like, because you're like, oh, I just have to point this video and upload it. I get all this adulation and people send me money. He loves it.
There, people sitting on their yachts. Very, very, very cool. And sitting on the water, it was a beautiful evening, a nice breeze.
So Tim then, you know, got all this going on. He's probably having a drink with Miss Tammy. He can't video anything because he doesn't want to get copyright hit for the music at all or any of that. So nobody got this. He just wanted to go out and tie one on because he's obviously got me and the attorneys, and we're at his door. at this point. And we've already knocked and entered somewhat. And so he, I think, had a chance to, get into his like little narcissistic self and get all envious of what other people's have, because they get very envious and looking at all these yachts. And then the thought that his YouTube channel is just sinking. Like when I looked at the video about his little, John and Nathan Benderson part, it's not even hit 1,000 views and it's been up for hours. I know it's a Saturday and it's a beautiful day. And so that is going to start affecting everybody's views. And Tim's not a live streamer who live streams. And I will want to start to look at other people who potentially are harmful and misuse this platform. And if you feel that there are people that do the same as Tim and you want them or me to highlight, I think what I'm thinking is that in our members only, we could start taking a look at some of these people and seeing like who resonates and who we're going to start trying to focus, because these people are rife and everywhere and it's going to get worse. And Tim's the worst of them. And so I have a belief that he got upset and envious last night, and then he got angry. He doesn't like women as it is. We already know that. And so he decided to set up a sock account and put it in a very derogatory names towards our friend Miss Vicky. And then he has turned around and then tried to dox out my home address and probably got upset that my equity in my condo alone outpaces all the liabilities that he owns. So he probably got enraged between the boats, the yachts that he'll never see his butt on. My attorney's barking at his door. Miss Vicky obviously has her channel. He just got all angry last night, and I think that's why you doxed me. But I'm glad you did, because your anger will be used to my advantage, Tim. And so you need to be very cautious. I'm warning you, sir. And I'm being very kind in order to do so.
Definitely wasn't cold. Definitely wasn't burning up hot. It was fantastic. Had a great time. So that's what I did last night. I crushed it.
Yeah, no. And you won't even be able to get me for copyright on that terrible music, because one, it was sped up, and two, I got rid of it in less than like 15 seconds. So yeah, you're not going to do very far, Tim. All right, so everybody. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to find the humor in this, but I don't find it very humorous when somebody is obviously asking where a pediatric nurse lives, or where I work. And I am not somebody who is trying to scam people on this platform, Tim. I'm very truthful and very honest. When I have said that I have a problem with you, I didn't lie. I do have a problem with you. But now you have, like I said, I'm going to try. My problem is that you are somebody who is a grifter, in my opinion. Okay, guys, flim flam man. You're a fake Christian. Yeah, you're a fake social security expert, a fake minimalist, a fake health guru. You should never speak on the topics of health, and I'm going to ensure that definitely happens, and that you never say another disparaging word about a medical professional unless you have solid, concrete evidence, or make up all these visits. You're atrocious. Anyway, my God, if you did like this type of content, though, and you did make it this far, please make sure to hit the likes. Leave me a comment and leave me a music emoji if you got this far. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.